All right, let's cut the fluff. Retirement is coming whether we like it or not, and no one's giving us a free pass. So, if you're like us, you're probably starting to think, am I actually ready for this?
Yeah, and the answer is probably a mix of kinda and not even close. Today, we're here to talk about the financial realities of retirement for our generation. The stuff no one really warned us about, but that we need to know if we want to actually enjoy retirement, not just survive it.
So, if you're ready for some straight talk, buckle up because we're about to give you some things to really break it down and really think about.
All right, let's get one thing out of the way. Our generation has had a hell of a ride. We've been stuck between taking care of our parents and raising kids, all while trying to build careers and maybe, just maybe, save for retirement. It's no wonder so many of us feel like we are behind.
Yeah, and honestly, we're behind in so many different ways. There are plenty of times where we have dipped into our savings just to keep things moving along. Whether it's, helping family or paying for college. I mean, life happens, am I right? I mean, it's just crazy. But now we're staring down the barrel of retirement and it's time to really get serious.
Yeah, I remember a few years ago sitting down to look at our retirement savings. Andy was over there watching some golf, and I was sitting with the calculator in my hand with this look on my face going, wait, that's it? And if you've had that moment, you're not alone. But hey, the good news is it's not too late to fix it.
Yeah, I remember that all too well. But let's talk about catching up on savings. For most of us, retirement wasn't even on the radar until recently. And now we're playing catch up. We're trying to cram for a test, like an all-nighter, like right back in college.
But here's the deal. There's hope. Once you hit 50, you can start making those sweet catch-up contributions. It's like the government saying, hey, we know you screwed up. Here's a second chance.
Yes, for your 401ks and your IRAs, you can throw in an extra $7,500 a year. Now, that's not chump change by any stretch of the imagination. But if you're thinking, Andy, Patrice, where's that money coming from? Well, this is where a little spring cleaning on those monthly expenses come in.
Yeah, take a look at your finances like you're decluttering your house. Do those 5 streaming services really spark joy? Is the gym membership that you never really use necessary? Every dollar you free up now is a dollar working for you later. And speaking of cutting back, here's a story for you. A couple years ago, we decided to sit down and track every single dollar we were spending. Let me tell you, it was horrifying. Between the takeout orders, subscription boxes, and get this, Andy's obsession with gadgets, we really were bleeding money.
All right, guilty as charged. I swear, every new tech gadget felt like a must-have, but when we actually totaled it all up, let's just say we could have funded an extra couple of vacations. I have to admit, I've calmed down a little bit.
Exactly, and that was a turning point for us. We made some cuts, and all of a sudden, we had more to throw into savings without feeling like we were depriving ourselves. It's not always about massive sacrifices. It's about smart adjustments.
All right, let's talk about investments. I don't know about you, but for years, I didn't even want to think about our money and what it was doing. But guess what? Ignoring it doesn't make it grow. I know, shocker, right?
The key is figuring out whether your money's working hard enough for you, especially now. If you've got a lot of years left before retirement, maybe you can afford to be a little more aggressive. But if you're closer to the finish line, it might be time to dial it back a bit.
But don't be too conservative either. I mean, stuffing it all under your mattress isn't gonna get you anywhere or do you any favors. Talk to someone who actually really knows their stuff. Get a financial advisor who can help you strike the right balance for you.
All right, let's get real about healthcare. We all know it's expensive, but do you really know how expensive it's gonna be when you retire? We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars over your retirement years.
The last thing you want is to retire only to have all your savings eaten up by medical bills. You've got to plan for this. Look into long-term healthcare insurance. Open a healthcare savings account if you haven't already done so, and stash away as much as you can.
Yeah, we joke that we're young at heart, but the truth is your heart and the rest of your body doesn't care how you feel. It's better to have a plan now than be blindsided later.
Next up, Social Security. Now, there's a lot of confusion on this one. When should I take it? Do I wait till I'm 70? Do I start taking it at 62?
Yeah, we've talked about this a lot. And here's the lowdown. The longer you wait, the bigger the monthly check. But life isn't always that simple, right? If you need the money earlier, take it. But if you could hold off, it could really pay off down the road.
For every year that you wait past your full retirement age, your check increases by about 8%. That's like getting an instant raise without having to lift a finger. But again, it depends on your situation. Weigh your options carefully.
Here's another story for you on downsizing. We've been toying with the idea ourselves lately. I mean, do we really need all the extra space now that the kids are grown? Probably not.
And let's be real, downsizing isn't just about moving to a smaller house, it's about financial freedom. Fewer rooms means fewer maintenance, fewer property taxes, and more money to be spending on things that you actually want to do and make you happy.
Yeah, so while the idea of leaving the home where we raised our kids might feel bittersweet, the financial benefits are hard to ignore. And hey, less space means less clutter, which I'm all about. And one thing that we've learned is that flexibility is key. Retirement isn't some one-size-fits-all deal. It's about doing what works for you.
Maybe you want to work part-time, or start a side hustle, or just chill out and travel. Whatever your dream is, make sure that your financial plan can support it. You don't have to follow someone else's retirement blueprint. Build your own.
All right, if you're still with us, we thank you. And if you like what you heard, hit that like button. It helps more than you know. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. We've got plenty more real talk coming your way about making retirement work for you.
And don't forget, if you're thinking about buying or selling a home or just need some advice, we have got your back. Check out our Dream Home form below. It's a quick and easy way to connect with us, and we can connect you with top agents around the country, or click on that QR code on the screen. We're ready to help you out.
Plus, if you want a one-on-one conversation, we'd love to hop on a Zoom call with you. Let's talk about downsizing, relocating, or whatever's on your mind for your retirement plans.
Before you go, don't miss our last video on top 10 downsizing tips for empty nesters. Simplify your life right now. It's full of advice that makes your life easier and your wallet happier.
Yes, we will see you there.